there, car buddies. Ever get that strange feeling of déjà vu when looking at new cars? Like you've seen them before, just wearing different badges and slightly different makeup? Well, you're not crazy, my friend. Today, we're diving into cars that are basically twins. Vehicles that automakers don't really want you to realize are almost identical under the skin. Open your eyes, because knowing these secrets can save you some serious cash and headaches. Let's get started. Toyota GR86 and Subaru BRZ, kicking off with a pair that literally share DNA, the Toyota GR86 and Subaru BRZ. At first glance, these two sports coupes look like siblings who refuse to admit they're related. With their sleek, aggressive styling, low stance, sharp LED headlights, and sporty wheels, both scream performance, excitement, and, honestly, fun on a budget. But look a little closer, beyond those badges and minor front-end tweaks, and you'll realize they're essentially twins. Under the hood, things get even clearer. Both the GR86 and BRZ pack the same naturally aspirated 2-liter boxer engine pumping out 228 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Thanks to Subaru's horizontally opposed engine layout, both cars have that famously low center of gravity, meaning sharper handling, better cornering, and maximum miles per gallon. Speaking of fuel efficiency, the GR86 and BRZ deliver nearly identical numbers. With a manual transmission, you're looking at roughly 20 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway. Opt for the 6-speed automatic, and you'll squeeze out a bit more, about 21 miles per gallon, city and 31 miles per gallon highway. Pretty decent for sports coupes designed primarily for thrills rather than frugality. Inside, the similarities continue. Both feature minimalist interiors with driver-focused cockpits, supportive bucket seats, and intuitive infotainment systems. Standard tech includes Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, an 8-inch touchscreen, and safety features like adaptive cruise control and lane departure warnings, at least on higher trims. Here's the kicker. Even though these two share nearly everything, mechanically, their market acceptance is quite balanced. Yet brand loyalty pushes many toward Toyota's larger dealer network and resale value. Subaru, however, attracts enthusiasts who admire the brand's rally heritage. It's fascinating how two nearly identical cars can attract slightly different crowds. So, my friends, why choose one over the other? Well, honestly, it's mostly about personal brand preference and styling nuances. But remember, since they're essentially the same underneath, either choice gives you a fun, reliable, and stylish ride at a fantastic price point. Why pay more when you can just open your eyes and see the truth clearly? Chevrolet, Tahoe, and GMC Yukon. Let's talk about two big boys of the SUV world, the Chevrolet Tahoe and GMC Yukon. If you're shopping for a full-size SUV, odds are you've considered these two juggernauts, right? Well, here's the catch. The auto world's best-kept secret. These giants share way more than just their imposing road presence. They're virtually the same vehicle underneath their tough skins, and I'm here to show you exactly how. Visually speaking, both SUVs boast that classic, bold American look we all secretly love. The Tahoe sports a slightly more family-friendly vibe with softer curves, simpler grille design, and a straightforward, practical feel. The Yukon, meanwhile, tries to play the upscale card with a bolder, more chrome-heavy grille, sharper LED lighting signatures, and slightly fancier exterior trims that scream premium, even though, beneath the paint, they're identical twins. Lift up those hefty hoods and surprise. Both these SUVs share engine options down to the bolts. The base models feature a robust 5.3-liter V8 engine, delivering 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. Plenty to tow your boat, haul the kids, or make an impression in the neighborhood. For those craving more muscle, both offer a mighty 6.2-liter V8, putting out a massive 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Want efficiency? Well, relatively speaking, there's also the 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel option, pushing 277 horsepower but delivering a monstrous 460 pound-feet of torque. And yes, saving some pennies at the pump, too. Speaking of pumps, fuel economy on these beasts isn't bad, considering their size. The 5.3-liter engines average about 16 miles per gallon in the city and 20 miles per gallon on highways. Step up to the diesel, and you'll see figures closer to 21 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway. Proving size doesn't always have to hurt your wallet. Inside, the story repeats itself like deja vu. Both the Tahoe and Yukon sport roomy, comfy interiors perfect for family adventures, road trips, or just daily errands. Standard features across trims usually include a spacious touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Wi-Fi connectivity, and an impressive suite of safety tech like automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, and optional adaptive cruise control. But what about market acceptance? Here's the interesting part. Chevrolet Tahoe generally enjoys slightly wider appeal thanks to Chevy's extensive dealer network, affordable parts, and reputation for practicality. The GMC Yukon, on the other hand, attracts buyers looking for something a little extra. A dash of premium flair and slightly better resale value. GMC cleverly positions itself as the upscale alternative, even though the underlying tech and hardware remain unchanged. Bottom line, my friends, the Chevy Tahoe and GMC Yukon are practically identical siblings in disguise. Choosing between them mostly boils down to your preference for style, brand image, and how much value you place on those minor differences. Don't be fooled. Open your eyes and see these giants for what they truly are. The same solid, reliable SUV with different badges. Ford Escape and Lincoln Corsair. All right, car buddies, here's another set of twins hiding in plain sight. Ford Escape and Lincoln Corsair. On one side, you've got the practical, everyday-friendly Escape, and on the other, the Corsair, which tries its hardest to convince you it's something fancier. But let's face it, beneath that polished Lincoln badge lies a humble Ford heart. Allow me to pull back the curtain. At first glance, these two compact SUVs seem worlds apart, right? Ford Escape has that friendly, approachable design that makes it perfect for families, commuting, or weekend trips. Soft curves, modern LED headlights, and simple styling keep things clean and practical. The Lincoln Corsair, meanwhile, struts its stuff with more elegance. Fancy chrome accents, sophisticated grille, sleeker headlights, and upscale touches designed to say, "Hey, I've got money." Pop the hood, though, and surprise. It's deja vu all over again. Both share nearly identical engine options. The base powertrain is a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that pumps out 250 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Plenty zippy for daily driving. Want a bit more punch? Step up to the turbocharged 2.3-liter 4-cylinder, available exclusively on the Corsair, boosting you up to 295 horsepower. Still, the underlying mechanicals, the chassis, transmission, and core engineering are remarkably similar. What about fuel economy? Glad you asked. Both models equipped with the base 2-liter engine offer impressive efficiency. You'll see around 22 miles per gallon city and 31 miles per gallon highway. Opt for the larger engine in the Corsair, and your fuel economy slightly dips. Expect around 21 city and 29 highway miles per gallon. Not bad at all, especially when you factor in their versatility, start to diverge slightly, at least visually. The Corsair packs in more luxury with higher quality materials, plush leather seats, and quieter cabin insulation, giving it a premium feel. Meanwhile, the Escape's interior keeps things simpler, more utilitarian, but still comfy enough to handle daily duties without fuss. Yet when it comes down to technology, both SUVs offer practically the same features. Intuitive touchscreens, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, solid safety tech, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and blind spot detection. Here's where the rubber meets the road: market acceptance and pricing. The Ford Escape is the safe bet, affordable and highly popular among families and younger buyers looking for reliability, versatility, and practicality. The Corsair, meanwhile, aims at luxury-focused buyers who desire a bit more flair and sophistication. However, savvy consumers know the truth. You're essentially paying a premium for nicer upholstery, softer plastics, and that Lincoln badge. So what's the takeaway, folks? Open your eyes. If you want maximum bang for your buck, Ford Escape is the smart choice. But if you're willing to spend a little extra for some pampering, Corsair has got your number. Just remember, deep down, they're the same vehicle. You're just deciding how fancy you want your icing on the cake. Honda Pilot and ACURA MDX. All right, folks. Brace yourselves for another set of automotive twins that the industry loves to keep hush-hush. I'm talking about the Honda Pilot and ACURA MDX. These two SUVs pretend to play in totally different leagues, but beneath those sleek skins lies an open secret they don't want you to discover. Let's dig in and uncover the truth. Starting with looks, the Honda Pilot sticks to a formula we all appreciate: practical, family-friendly, and reliable. Its styling is clean and straightforward, built for comfort rather than turning heads. On the other hand, the ACURA MDX wears all its designer suit proudly: sleeker, sharper lines, aggressive LED headlights, and an unmistakably premium grille. ACURA works overtime to convince you it's the fancier sibling, but let's peek under the hood to see the real story. Lift those bonnets and the truth emerges quickly. Both share Honda's bulletproof 3.5-liter V6 engine. Yep, that's right. You're getting 290 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque, regardless of whether you choose the practical Honda badge or the upscale ACURA emblem. Paired with a smooth shifting 10-speed automatic transmission, both vehicles deliver confident acceleration, smooth cruising, and plenty of capability for family trips, towing small boats, or whatever else your weekend throws at you. Fuel economy? No real differences here either. Both SUVs deliver about 19 miles per gallon in city driving and around 26 miles per gallon on the highway. Real-world driving conditions won't show you any meaningful difference, making it clear that choosing between these two isn't really about saving fuel. Inside is where ACURA starts flexing its muscles a bit. While the Honda Pilot's interior is spacious, family-oriented, and robust, perfectly designed for kids, pets, and practical daily use, the ACURA MDX dresses it up with more refined materials, premium leather upholstery, and fancier trims. Technology-wise, though, they're practically twins again. Both offer generous touchscreen infotainment systems, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation, wireless charging, and an impressive array of safety features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and emergency braking. But what about market acceptance and pricing? Well, the Pilot remains one of Honda's best-selling models, popular for its practicality, reliability, and lower entry price. The MDX, meanwhile, targets buyers craving luxury and status without jumping fully into the ultra-premium segment. It has better resale value, higher perceived prestige, and of course comes with a heavier price tag. But remember, beneath the fancy trappings, these SUVs share the same bones, the same reliability, and essentially identical driving experiences. So, here's the scoop. If you want pure practicality and maximum value, the Honda Pilot is your obvious choice. But if you're comfortable paying extra for style, comfort, and the allure of premium branding, the MDX delivers. Just don't be fooled. Underneath, these two SUVs are essentially the same vehicle, hiding behind badges and leather seats. Volkswagen, Atlas, and Audi Q7. My car-loving friends, here's another automotive secret the industry hopes you never notice: the Volkswagen Atlas and Audi Q7. Now you're probably scratching your head. Really? A family-friendly VW and a high-end Audi? Yup. On the surface, one screams soccer practice and budget-friendly comfort, while the other whispers elegance and luxury. But beneath that polished Audi badge and humble VW exterior lies a shared heart and soul. Let's pull back the curtain. Starting with design, the Atlas is proudly practical, with a boxy, rugged look perfect for large families or active lifestyles. Its simple, functional aesthetics appeal directly to those who prioritize utility and space over flashiness. Meanwhile, the Audi Q7 wears its sophisticated suit effortlessly. Sharp lines, beautiful LED lighting, elegant chrome details, and that instantly recognizable Audi grille that says, "I've arrived." But are they really that different beneath the skin? Pop open the hoods, and the truth emerges. While engine choices might differ slightly, these vehicles share the same fundamental platform and mechanical architecture. The Atlas typically offers a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 235 horsepower or a 3.6-liter V6 pushing 276 horsepower, both paired with smooth-shifting 8-speed automatics. Audi, aiming for a more premium audience, primarily uses a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder, producing 248 horsepower, and offers a more potent 3-liter turbocharged V6, boasting 335 horsepower, also. Mated to an 8-speed automatic, fuel economy for both is surprisingly similar. The 4-cylinder Atlas achieves around 21 miles per gallon in city driving and 25 miles per gallon highway. On the Audi side, the Q7's 4-cylinder delivers about 20 miles per gallon city and 25 miles per gallon highway, closely matching its VW cousin. Even with the stronger engines, fuel efficiency differences are minor, highlighting how closely related these two really are. Inside, however, Audi justifies its price premium. The Atlas is comfy, spacious, and practical, with materials suited to handle everyday wear and tear, whether it's kids or pets. The Q7 steps it up significantly: beautiful leather upholstery, real wood trim, high-quality aluminum accents, and state-of-the-art technology, including Audi's sophisticated virtual cockpit, advanced infotainment systems, and premium audio. But let's talk market acceptance. The VW Atlas has become a favorite among value-conscious buyers wanting reliability, roominess, and practicality. Its affordability and straightforward appeal make it popular among American families. Audi's Q7, meanwhile, draws in those who crave luxury, status, and upscale comfort. Buyers who don't mind paying a premium for the brand's prestige and superior cabin refinement. Yet, at their core, these vehicles are platform siblings, built on Volkswagen Group's modular architecture. This shared engineering means the Atlas gives you many Q7 qualities, minus the luxury price. For some, the Audi badge and refinement are worth every penny. For others, knowing you're essentially driving the same underlying SUV at a fraction of the cost makes the VW Atlas a smarter choice. So open your eyes. The Audi Q7 and VW Atlas are closer than you might think. Choosing between them boils down to budget, personal taste, and how much you value luxury touches. But remember, beneath the surface, you're getting essentially the same solid, well-engineered vehicle.